the kind of people we have to put in place. And I will tell everybody the millstone around the next of Chimbegon. It's not people like Rowley and they, it's this so-called black bourgeois class that don't look back behind them and try and bring people up to them, but they're content to just eat up food. No real wealth, no real owners of capital, but what they are, they eating up food. They're driving a nice car. You know what I mean? And they're supporting this incompetent government. You know, but it's up to the people on the ground. And I know the people on the ground are happy. I know the people in Tobago are not happy. I know the people who have a conscience not happy. I know the people who want real change not happy. You know what I mean? So it's no one ever.
But David, if Gary was commissioner of police tonight, we'd have light him up. Gary and them would have been hunting them fellas tonight. I know you and Gary have all your thing, and I'm telling you, I just deal with Sturge and Gary had a thing. I just deal with, who else I just deal with that had a thing? But when you realize, of all the options we have right now, brother, Gary was getting a job done. What this Prime Minister has done is cut loose talking heads like Rhoda Barrett to assassinate his character and make us believe all kind of bullshit. The issue about the man with the 70 charges and who fall off chair and things still dominating the conversation. Andrea Barrett still dead. Between then and now, all these young women dead. The President of the Republic made a speech about how many more women must die. Madam President, as many as it takes until this criminal, demonic government is voted out of office, it is the government's responsibility and they have abandoned us. Madam President, what will it take for you to see? Madam President, I'm talking to a senator. I watched them in the Senate, and the Senate President dressing big men and women down like his children. How is this a democracy? 87% of the population want Gary Griffith as the commissioner, and the Prime Minister and the President working overtime to stop that from happening. You have an point.
Yeah, and that's where we have a problem. That's where we have a problem. It's not about the name. It's not about that. It's not about the name. The point is, if this is what the people want, if this is the process, you cannot deny whether it's Gary Griffith or whoever else. You cannot deny whether it's Phillip Alexander. You cannot deny. But I said,
today's Gary, tomorrow is you, tomorrow is me, tomorrow is anybody.
Because you don't want him because he was disrespectful to you, or in your opinion, he was like, you go and subvert the Constitution. You undermine the Constitution under the pretense that this person, you don't like him, in Trinidad and Tobago, and our media, not all over that. Our media, not all over that, Phillip. Our media basically has forgotten
capitulated
that the President and the Prime Minister conspired to subvert the Constitution in the matter of the selection of the Commissioner of Police.
Wow.
They have forgotten that.
How well you phrase that. How well you phrase that. The President and the Prime Minister, the two highest office holders in the land, conspired to subvert the Constitution. Wow. That is Trinidad and Tobago. And people sitting down in the house asking me, Philip, what to do? What to do? When you're watching people trying to stand up today, I watch middle class Trinidad and Tobago stretch around the savannah for 2.2 miles holding a placard saying, class before mass. You're talking about carnival before you talk about putting the people children back in school. This is an insanity. This is not a democracy. This is an absurdity. David, this can't continue for 4 more years. The country will go mad. The country will go mad.
Listen, I know my people. My people, I be angry with them. My people sometimes could be hypocritical. My people sometimes could be show too much apathy. But I know my people. When they say enough is enough, enough is enough. I know that. I know. And they say right now enough is enough. When you see that group could walk around in Savannah and talk about class before March, then you realize...
David, when white Trinidad had come out and protest, when white Trinidad come out and protest, I talking plain here. White Trinidad don't protest just so. for white Trinidad to come out, white mothers and grandmothers, and stand up along the savannah, holding up placard, holding up sign. When that reached to that, you know the country is a complete and irreversible shithole under this government. Where Roger? Where Abdullah? Them fellas march till they wear down the ankle band on the shoe, on the Kamla. Where them now?
Exactly. I call him out. And there's somebody who I thought had some credibility, and I realized that you were right. I mean, if this was happening on the Kamla, all these small subversions and large subversions of our democracy, Roger and Abdullah and all of them will have come out big and bad. But I realize now what it is with them. With them is the same old, same old. With them is about black, but it's not really about black because because black people suffering, David. Any program, any initiative that this TNM government really has done for the major stakeholders of this country.
For anybody.
Our major stakeholders in this country are the ones mostly, and I have put this question to them, and I don't know if it is you, that's the information request, for the demographic of people who are dying.
Yes,
in the hospitals.
That is us. That is us.
And I have a distinct feeling most of them will fall within the constituencies of the PNM. I have that distinct feeling. That is so. And no matter if that is true or not, it's tragic. The loss of life suffered under the PNM because they have shown a greed, an appetite to monetize this whole thing, one. Two, they have shown an intellectual incapacity that has never been seen before. Never been seen before. I mean, Phillip, brother, you have, as Minister of Agriculture, the plants and birds, you have, as Minister of Energy, Stuart Young, you have Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, and Minister of Health, Dial Singh. I mean, what more calls for a people's revolution? What more calls for a coming together of all people across all demographics? When I call those names, headed by that liar, that deceiver, that epic monster. I don't know what to call him.
He is a double-tongued deceiver. He is the father of lies.
Phillip, when I come back now and see my country, after all these years activism outside, and I could see a man who could boldfacedly not have any cojones, no balls to really try and change things in this country for all the people. Because let me tell you something. One demographic might have security. Look at the march today. They're studying, and that is a genuine. The
wolf reached their door.
To the children before carnival.
The wolf reached.
Another demographic, if they march, they're studying to put ready food on the table in Phillip. And if you do not provide food on the table for that demographic, let me tell you something. Your next concern will not be class before mass. It will be your security before mass is made.
Brother, I want to tell you something. If they abandon Trinbago, they abandon black Trinbago more. You talking there about when you look at that man that get gunned down tonight. I want to say this to Trinidad and Tobago. If that man who had gotten gunned down on that video tonight was high society, regardless of race, the whole country on lockdown tonight. Everybody looking, everybody talking, everybody, Guardian and Express looking for a headline, uproar, we in danger. But because he's a prisons officer and a hand-to-mouth black man, Dominic Calipasad, not ringing Rowley phone right now. Dominic Calipasad looking to find a picture of Queen Street from 200 years ago to show me. Because Dominic Calipasad is only a journalist when the PNM not in office. Some of these...
you know what? And I wouldn't think... It's not only him.
No, but I tell you the reason I call him name. No, I want to tell you this. The reason I call...
You do. You know, Arne Roberts does. Aramatul and all of these people, where's the law association? Where are their pronouncements? They should have every week, every 2 days, issuing some statement about how the Constitution was subverted. We don't hear a thing from them. We don't hear a thing from them. Imagine you have a Guardian editorial talking about how Rowley's message was a good one, on point, but the public didn't understand. Imagine that. Stop the media. Imagine they could...
That is bullshit. That is...
Rowley's message was universally panned, universally condemned. And the Guardian come out and talk about that, you know why? They want the status quo. They don't care how many black and brown people die. They don't care how many people not being educated can't go to class.
Does anybody in the media have that to study now?
Only Savannah. Okay. It's not a group that will normally come out easily. You know, there's a group that's pretty much concerned about their own environment. Okay. Fair enough. But it's the same old adage that unless there's peace and justice for a particular group, there will be no security and peace for anybody. And that is a fact. You can't have one group of people from Lavantel going up to Tilapuna, along Eastern Corridor, down to Ubai in Bagatelle, Saganka, and all these places, hungry, and then you secure home, happy, whether or not you're happy with the piano or not, but you don't mind maintaining that status quo because you eat enough food. No. At some point in time, you will pay the price for that. And that group who came around the Savannah, they've seen now what a jackass Rowley is. They've seen how there's no science involved in their decision. So they could open up the country. Tobago elections, open up the country. Like we didn't read our play. They'll open it up. Because again, they licks in Tobago. So open up. Let people come on boat. Let PNM France and wine. Chant fool black people. And then, depending on the result, they will just come back and lock down the country. So everybody read that play. You know what I mean? Because Rowley and they don't care. Rowley in Barbados, he don't care. Stuart Young.
David, them eating nice.
I can never understand
them eating nice.
Stuart Young, Phillip, Fitzgerald, list of these names I'm calling to you, brother. You know what I mean? They don't have the intellectual capacity to put on my toenail. Clarence Chambarat. What a perfect opportunity this was to have a true parallel healthcare system where it involves some form of homeopathic healthcare, like they have in Canada, where you can start educating the public about the importance of eating properly. Because our biggest problem with this virus is your obesity. It's obesity. So have they done anything to address that, to deal with that? No, they haven't. Gambara just sit down talking once of that crap about doubles and if you watch what he's eating today, I mean, boy, so I tell myself, don't come on the show because I just feel like, especially what happened in Lavantil and what happened with that young girl today, watching her father get killed.
That hurt me, boy. That hurt me, David. Where with David, I telling Trinidad again, all of us have to come together and stand together. How could 1.1 million people be suffering because of the votes of 300,000? How? This is a minority government. This government does not have the authority to be oppressing the people the way they're oppressing the people. This is madness. Obviously, we have flaws in the Constitution because our Constitution should create safeguards for us to fire them. It does not. We have to fix that. So we need to vote into office a special majority to fix all of this.
Well, I am going to say, let me tell you, nothing, as I always say, 9 times for thief, 1 time for police. PNM catch us for 50-something years. They catch us. Let's call it like it is, Phillip. They catch the citizens of Trinidad and they go for 50-something years. They peddle their suitcase of lies, race, division, everything. They have that playbook down pat. You understand? But you know now, Philip, might be the time. All your years of activism, now you might see something. Now all my years outside and coming home and going hard at this, because sometimes I don't sleep, man. I don't sleep because of my worry. You think I could fathom, Philip, if I get up on Long and Tobago and I seen everybody's house barbed wire, BRC, burglar proof. You know, if you know that this is so disconcerting to me, burglar. I mean, how they feel paying millions of dollars for a house, and you in one night come, you burglar proof of the wazoo.
We burglar proof with porch and with balcony, so we can't see outside. What's the point of the porch and the balcony? We watching bars.
That's exactly my point. You know, and just today, when I went up to the day, I saw somebody coming on a stairs. They coming on a stairs. You know what they do? They burglar proof the entire stairs. The entire stairs going up to their house, burglar proof.
Well, you want to hear this one? Courts in St. James, burglar proof they showcase. The big courts on Western Main Road, drive past it tomorrow, the whole front that used to be that extent of glass to watch furniture is now big, thick burglar proofing. How could you not say that the country failing? So we have media. I just realized today, a fire in Express House that stopped them from printing Express, stopped them from printing Newsday too. You printing on the same press as the Express, and I now understand why all of them is the same damn shit. They have different name, but them is the same shit. People buying crap from these media houses that are designed to keep people subjugated and oppressed. Trinidad is not a happy place. There is nobody in this country happy. I would like Anthony Boudin to go back by Peter George and ask him, how you feeling now? Ask Mario Sabga how you feeling now? And where you really think we going? The country is heading down the toilet. We are in a... Brother, because as bad as it is, what kind of demon? You see that little girl, boy, and you still shoot that man holding that child hand? But Satan, hell, everything you ever tell me about hell, Trinidad was. Where the Archbishop tonight?
Brother, we live in our country. We keep saying, I hear people keep saying, we are about to go over the precipice. And you say we heading down the toilet. Brother, Trinidad and Tobago, the demons have been released. The demons have been released. Remember, I tell you this tonight.
I believe that.
It have no more we had. We there, Philip. We there. When we could have, as you say, the Archbishop will not come and pronounce on blatant subversion of our democracies. When you could hear the Archbishop, who should be a pillar, because my family is a pillar in the Catholic Church. And probably so is yours. We grew up in St. Mary. I was an acolyte, the whole 9 yards. I was the whole 9 yards. I only wanted to be a priest at one time. But I was always attracted to liberation theology. So where is him? Where is he to pronounce? Where is the imam to pronounce? The pundits to pronounce?
Where is everybody? Why this silence, brother? The reason I'm asking this question and the reason I called Dominic Calipasad name. You see, when the PNM had released Room 201, the PNM media to embarrass Kamala with Anil, Dominic Calipasad ring Kamala in she bed and wake she up and she take the call and embarrass her on the media. You wasn't here. And that's why I will never forget. Huh?
I was here. I was not here. You're right. Yes.
So you don't know this. But Kamala, you could hear the sleep in she mouth trying to answer because she thinks it's some national emergency, and this is a senior media operative, Dominic Kalipasad, called Kamala House to provoke Kamala about Anil and Room 201 and what she know about Anil and Room 201. What do you ask she expected her to know? She was there? Why you don't ask Rowley? Why you don't call Rowley and ask him about Garth Noel, mother?
Nobody call him yet.
If you is free and fair media, call Rowley and ask him about Daryl Smith and the lawyer agreement that make the girl who get molested sign what is this? A non-disclosure. In Trinidad, the government used the courts to force a victim of abuse to sign a non-disclosure. Listener, where's Dominic Kalipasad? You see, I asked Ira Matur when she was voted, because this is the last chance for Matt, you know. After Ira Matur, they have nobody left. AZP News, this boy Prior Bihari on the board, they have nobody left in the media. The media has shrunk down to a meeting could be held in a small maxi. And just now, there's nothing for them. If the government wasn't spending taxpayers' money on Sabga Media closed down. It's a failed business model now. Nobody spending money by them. Nobody buying their papers. It's only the old people still watching Kamal and them on TV, assuming it's Kamal on TV in the night. And it is a media empire set up on bad news. Because people don't want to hear what they have to say. They come in on social media and take people information and go and share it at 7 o'clock. Who need that? The old people who are not on social media. But it's done. That is not a demographic. That is the least of the spending demographics. The only thing you could advertise to them seriously is medication. That is not a spending demographic. The biggest demographics that spending money that the advertisers advertise to is from 14 up. The media failed. And they still batting way too far. They're punching too high beyond their weight class. They're not deserving of any of the attention that they get. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, have to wake up and realize that we have a responsibility to ourselves. Nobody coming to save us. The country is being, but it feels like a hostage situation. I cannot believe what they're getting away with Gary. They are writing laws to pervert justice. That is,
and I believe I am one I am looking forward to your show tomorrow with Gary, because I feel that he needs to come full blast to the public tomorrow and make his case. You know, I know he will. I know one thing, he will make his case. But this government has shown itself to be morally bankrupt. I will not talk about the intellectual part, but
the intellectually deficient, morally bankrupt.
But that does not happen in a vacuum.
No,
you said it perfectly. It does not happen in a vacuum. Everybody, because we have social media now. I would blame it on something else. If we didn't have the kind of social media activism that we have now, we have it now. You there with immense following. You know, UNC has been working hard, and I might sound political, but I tell you, we have been working extremely hard and getting our message out. We have a people's revolution that has taken off in a very positive way. So I am confident. I'm confident at some point in time, this thing is going to break. Now, PNM will like you to believe that, no, they like you to believe that everything is under control because they have the media under control. You only have to look at the money they're spending on TV6.
David, if they lose,
every 2 minutes, every 2 minutes is a political paid advertisement. You know, trying to convince people in Tobago that
but if they lose Tobago,
56 years of control of central government, PNM care for Tobagonians. You know what I mean? And I think Tobagonians smarter than us. So I will leave it.
If they lose,
I think Crowley and they underestimating Tobagonians as they normally do. And I think they're underestimating people in general in Trinidad as well. So I think we have to keep fighting. And this thing will break. Phillip, let me tell you something. It's one thing I am certain of, that evil will never triumph over good. Even might have a nice little run. You know what I mean? They might control the ball for 75 minutes. But that last 15 minutes when it comes, long in the business end, good will come through because we have good people. We have good people. We have good people in this country. We have good people in this country, and I believe in that. I believe in them.
I want to ask you a question.
And that's why I am here. That's why I stayed here.
I want to ask you a question. Before you go,
I will see this through.
Before you go, I want to ask you a question. If they lost Tobago, you think they could survive?
It depends now. Let me tell you. This, if they lose Tobago...
If they lose everything in Tobago, you think they could pretend to still have moral authority to run this country?
No, of course not, but they never had any in the first place.
No, but call member trying to play extending. He trying to extend. I tell him, I say, brother, nobody take you on with your November threat to extend into January. You're looking pathetic. Pull the property tax. You told the nation. Keith Rowley said that property tax issue has been decisively dealt with, that the PNM is not bringing back property tax. So you lied again. It's so easy to lie, but your mother must be rolling over in her grave.
Imba have no problem to lie, you know. You have to remember when Imba has a problem telling the truth. He has no problem to lie. Lying to him is next to breathing. So I'm not worried about what he has to say. You call it on that. Once the people resist, do not send any forms, 50%, they can't go and get that. That is for them. But what if the people of Tobago dribble through the crowd, dribble through the morass of lies and deception from the PNM, and return PNM and return Tobago, or take Tobago out of the PNM hand? In other words, they dribble through the whole morass of lies and put the ball in front of the net for Trinidad. It's up to Trinidad to then score.
Agreed.
It's up to Trinidad then to play to the back of the net and make sure that we call a general election as soon as possible.
Brother, I know that it take tears and pain for somebody tonight to bring you out. I know you was busy. I appreciate you coming on the show on such short notice. My heart, that image, I've vexed. I watched that video, boy. It wasn't the man getting shot. I'm telling you, I get numb to watching people get shot in this country. But that little girl, boy, David, that hurt me, boy. That little girl.
Yeah, I know it hurt you, but I know it
terrorize that.
Stay strong, brother.
Yeah.
I wanna be just to tell you thanks for your help on Saturday morning when they call out the ambulance. You know, I won't go into detail here, but I really had to get a shout out for that. The ambulance came, so after about 45 minutes an hour, and your boy was down in the canal, and then the man was knocked out. But I had to get a big shout out for that.
Hey, shout out the police. Shout out the police officers there.
To two policewomen, I really had to shout them out who they were going off duty from the Central Market. They came across, they really helped. It's WPC Charles and WPC Lewis. I will not forget their names. And then another guy from the TTPS, Sergeant McShine, came across and was really, really helpful too. You know, at first I was a little skeptical. He come out with a high power, but I understand the concern. And the two people from the ambulance, look how I remember their names, Donisha Prince and Kurt Williams. They were nice people as well. They handled the situation perfectly. And I have to give them a shout out, but thanks for calling that ambulance, Phillip. You know, I appreciate it. We end up solving it for this, but I hope he's okay in general hospital.
I want you to know you and I is family, so you could call me for anything. Denisha Prince and what's your next name? Kurt Williams?
Denisha Prince and Kurt Williams. They were the ones in the ambulance. They were very, very nice. Very nice.
At the bottom.
I was lucky that day. And they didn't recognize me until I got on my mask and I was covered in canal mud. Because the man dropped down 6 foot
wow.
6 foot deep for long in the canal and my head bust up. And split open and shipping his boy. You know what I mean? And it happened, I don't know, it happened right in front of my car. So I had to go down after the man. And You know, it was really, he was out, you know, and if you couldn't get ambulance, you call and the ambulance come a little while after. So, thanks again, bro.
That's a good thing you were there to save a life, brother. Thanks a lot. You and I will talk later. Talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Take care.
Senator David Nakid, a man that he have plenty to play. That Senator appointment, wait until David is in government with a ministry. Keep rolling. This for you. Look where we reach. Well. So where we going tonight, boy? Where we going tonight? You roll over and you hug up your pillow. Tonight. That man hug up his pillow last night. Tonight, he dead. But his little daughter have as a memory the back of that gun that killed her father holding her hand on the side of the road. Hell and worse than here. And you okay tonight? That's all right. You okay? Because you're not clutching your chest for a heart attack right now. You're reaching out, you're grabbing your wife, and begging she get an ambulance here. And your wife calling an ambulance and you're hearing, all our circuits are busy right now. Your call is important. It'll be answered. Get them here! The wolf ain't reach your door yet. They reach your door yet. So tonight you're good. You're comfortable. You're sleeping. You're not hearing things sounding like people walking on your roof. You're hearing that. And if you're hearing it, we reach a place in Trinidad where we pretend if I sleep, it'll go away. So when you hear the glass break, and the metal bend, you jump off the bed and you're looking for something. You're looking for something. A hockey stick, a cricket bat. Where the hammer? You can't find the gun. Because Gary was freeing up the issuance of legal firearms in the country. But you can't find your gun. Because the PNM say it is better bandit have gun than you. So the only gun in the house coming to rob and shoot you. You take the wife, you grab the wife's hand. You can't climb out the window because you're living in a shithole. So you have no escape route. You're trapped by your own self. Your money, pay for that burglar proofing. Your vote for the PNM that has consequences. Now the bandit coming through the door, brother. You better have food to feed that monster. Because all the sweet talk in the office. All the staff, and they just laugh at your shit jokes. Now it's different. These bandits come in your house now. And Trinidad reach a place where these fellas, they're not eating nice. They know that they're putting their own life on the line for your money so that they could feed their children. And that's where it reached to. Because voting has consequences. You'll be electing a government into office that has turned 500,000 people in this country into predators. They're like animals in the jungle trying to find a way to live, to survive, to eat. Because the government shut the country down for 2 years. And while they fatten their ass, and their financiers ass, all of them fat. Stuart Young fatten the ass and went and buy a fancy freaking car, and taxpayers pay for a third of it. And he tell all you, he deserve that. For all the shit he does do, he deserve that. So, it's not by your door yet. It's not by your door yet. You didn't grab your child and throw them in the backseat of your BMW and race down by Sinclair Medical Center. But your child ain't breathing properly and have a fever. And Sinclair telling you, we can't, the boss and them say, them symptoms can't come in here. You're pulling out your wallet to show them your name. You're showing them your skin. You're telling them who you're related to, who you're connected to, and how Rowley come in your house to eat food the night of the election. Them can't deal with that. Them is suffering, hard luck, minimum wage, catching the ass, holding down a work, and they can't break boss man rule. You know boss man. You call boss man on the phone, but boss man ain't taking calls because everybody and their brother calling boss man is nighttime and they're trying to get in the hospital and he need to sleep. So you take your child and you go on General Hospital with your BMW and you're driving the car park hard, and the security guard who you wake up, wiping your face with a rag, telling you, wait, don't be balling up nobody here, boss man. Don't be balling up nobody. Go and park down there. You see that yellow maxi down there? Go and park, you go see a space next there. Park there and come back. But the child, boss man are trying to tell you what to do. And you want to cuss, and you want to sing, and in your heart you're praying that your child don't dead while you're still trying to be big boss. But none of this set up for you. You never deal with this before, and none of it set up for you. So while you're hustling, and you're struggling, and you're racing, and you're parking, and you're grabbing, and you're running, your child dying, and you reach inside, you want to kick open the door. You can't be getting on, so boss man, this is Sinclair Medical Center. Sit your ass down, we will address you. All these people here in front of you. You ain't know who I is, it doesn't matter here. It doesn't matter here. I will call your boss on the phone. You ain't the first one to tell me that tonight, and you ain't gonna be the last one. It doesn't matter here. You've reached the third circle of hell. This is the waiting room in casualty. Here, you have to flatline to get past that gate. Here you have to flatline. So when you see the black woman throw she tantrum and fling herself in the back and start to cuss doctors well, because she thinking in her mind. You see, she don't know that voting have consequences. She thinking in her mind that when Colm say he spent $5 billion on public health, that all them doctors get money. So they're supposed to be there to pay to take care of you. She ain't know that in a country of 1.4 million legit citizens and 250,000 illegal immigrants, we only have 51 ICU beds. Oh, until Phillip Edward Alexander went and bust a mark. Who he? I ain't voted for no half of 1%, but Phillip Edward Alexander went and bust a mark, and all of a sudden, they have 104 freaking beds. And if all you stand up and make noise, the way Phillip is make noise, we'll have 208 ICU beds. And if all you make noise the way Phillip does make noise, if the government had 150,000 Phillip Edward Alexander to deal with, that black man, Christopher Phillip, that roll around and dead like a dog on General Hospital grounds, could have never end so. Because everybody from the hospital administrator down to the security guard know that Trini do it nice. But in this shithole, the maggots has taken over the latrine because all of we only holding we own corner. As long as the wolf am by my door partner, I sleep in. What did Sandra say? Tonight in your bed you're sleeping. Tomorrow is a wake you're keeping. And that's Trinidad. It's not just voices of the ghetto. You know I'm playing it every night? Because it's Trinidad. We've reached shit show. I want to hear Peter George Sr. Are you drizzling tonight, my brother? Have a conversation. Do you think it's working, my brother? The middle class has been destroyed in 2 years. Voting has consequences. The People's National Movement is the death of Trinidad and Tobago. And we, the people, we have to know that if we want a better country, we have to stand together. We have to look for people like Phillip Edward Alexander who are willing to stand up and stand with everybody to try and get us to a place where we are a better country. But along the way, we're going to have to push back. Along the way, we're going to have to say, I took the injection. Christian Tory called me today and said, some of the people who take the injection, they don't like when you hear you bad talking the injection because they don't take it. Well, I can't guarantee you'll be alive 3 years from today. But I have been making a lot of noise telling you all that don't trust this government and anything they tell you. If Rowley tell you walk, fly, the man does lie.
From dawn to dawn, you're intelligent, I think, and you should face issues, but behaving like a moron.
Cussing me from where I bought.
You pay too much for butter. Take your steel beam and go.
Take your Citizens Union and go now, boy. A man named Weeks, I just block him while we talking. He cussing me and naked. Planning is inadequate. Take your Progressive Empowerment Party and go now, man. The two kingpin of bubble.
This is great, man.
We're free. But you know who I is now? The child dying. You see the child sick, come now, man. Call the doctor now, man. Tell him who I is now. When they outside the grocery and the drugstore. US, show your US. Show your US. You don't have US, get out the line. It come in soon to a community near you.
Anything that's wrong, you go put it right. Georgie Boshy tell me the other night. So instead of displaying impatience,
have some patience now. It's 59 years again, them a chance. PEP can do better. Come now, man. Come now, man. What are you telling me? I stand about it, Rowley. Police tell me that. It's brown paper, they use it still. An abomination. Take your pep party and go. For personal gain is common, but
we like it so.
Hey, call him on the phone then. Brother, they're sticking with me contract. That's what you're accustomed to. Hey, whoops. And all you say the money in the vote. Well, call them now because like your permanent secretary blocking me. I don't send yours, you know. Yours done pack up. So handle we now. The work nearly done. Yeah. And we agree on so and so and so. Well, right. Yes, she getting handled too. Don't worry about that now. Right. That's what they're accustomed to. That's what these people that bringing in these goods, it's affecting my business, you know. Who we have done in customs that we could stick up the container just for a couple weeks so that them product could spoil? Who we have that could take them past the expiry date? Yeah. Call him for me now. Tell him, yeah, send in a month, but you call him and tell him I call him. Yeah, you know you're getting handled. How much did I give you? All right. One called me this morning in a state because she's been talking to me about her son trying to get his driver's permit and what he has been going through to get his driver's permit. But miracle upon miracles, Friday he get his driver's permit. And because they failed him 3 times and they're thinking maybe it's a bribe they want, but they don't know how to approach it and nobody can tell them nothing yet. Fella being kind of aggressive. So they're waiting for him to say, well, put something on the clipboard because they know it's so. And the boy passed. The boy passed. So the man who passed him, tell him, come back Monday for your permit. So mother and child go on Monday today And she called from there in a state. Because she said, I reach here, I try to tell them behind the counter that the man tell my child, come today. They say, madam, I don't know who the man is and who will he tell you, but it don't work so. You have to make an appointment. But my child leaving Trinidad to go back to school. Madam, that look like his wee problem. Now when you reach there, you grab that phone and you think, I'm going and call. Who boy? Suzette. I'll call Suzette. Suzette, bust this man. No, that ain't gonna help me. Ian Allen. Ian Allen, gangster. No, that ain't helping either. I'll call my MP. Who's my MP? I ain't know. I never see them. I'll call Phillip Alexander. Because Phillip will fix it. And I want to tell you something that is a correct assumption. Now let's do this. Let's put the right people into office. Let's put the right people into public office. So guess what? You don't need to use the phone to call, because in licensing office, it'll be working and there'll be signs that says bribery in Trinidad and Tobago is a capital crime punishable by death. It'll be there. Serious jail sentences for the briber and death for the bribe receiver. Do not engage in corruption. If somebody approaches you with a corrupt request, dial and a number so that we could address it. And they'll be big and it'll be bold and it will be everywhere. So the licensing officers, the touts, the clerical staff behind the desk, and everybody coming in licensing office will know that the government serious. This ain't no Lego, not no clipboard time. That's what you want. That's what you want to vote for. You want to vote for a government that if it says, but you see, we wouldn't tell that the public health sector is the 9 constituencies around the Port of Spain General Hospital, rush there in an emergency. And if you reach there with a child, they can tell you, when you finally get somebody to talk to you, you're there 3 hours, you know, you finally get somebody to talk to you, and she's trying to be nicer. You could see the lady, she's a nurse, and she's tired, poor thing. She foot flat, she's tying up she whole life, but she's trying to help you, but she's trying to tell you, but who it is tell you, come here, you have to take Charon Mount Hope. Mom, is 1 o'clock in the morning, I sit down here since 7 o'clock. Sir, I understand. Imagine a country where 41 constituencies had dedicated 24 hours, 7 days a week, accident and emergency, with minor surgery suite, ophthalmological and dental. Imagine that country. Imagine that, Trinidad and Tobago. So in Diego Martin, you run General Hospital. In St. Anne's, you run General Hospital. You're going to your constituency, your accident and emergency. So all the hospitals will be for long stay, elective surgery, serious. If the accident and emergency can't handle you, because what we billing is 41 ER. When you watch the show ER, that's what we billing. 41 of those. Miaro have their own. Tobago East have one, Tobago West have one. Everybody have their own ER. And if you reach in the ER and they try to stabilize you and they can't manage what you have, one of the 2 dedicated ambulances that belong to each of them. So that's 82 ambulances first. That's not the response ambulances. That's the 2 ambulances dedicated to each of those emergency rooms will take you or your child to whichever of the major hospitals. You need to go to the burn unit. You need to go to the cancer unit. You need to go to the children's hospital. You need to cardiac. They know where they're going. It's set up to run like that. So they stabilize you, put you in a bus, they call it a bus, with the paramedic, and they give him instructions. Keep his core temperature at X. Make sure his pulse, we're watching his oxygen level, and, well, we set the heart monitor. Imagine that country. Imagine that Trinidad and Tobago. And you know what? That costs less than the $5 billion that the PNM thieving every year, making people rich. Watch now. You driving it fat. Pretty hot and tempting from Germany, partner. They only make one of this year and I buy it. The Sultan of Brunei wanted it, but I get it first because I get in big money from public health in Trinidad. My son, he owns smaller, but mine big. That's what you're paying for. That's the consequence of your vote. When you're crossing the road and the Porsche Cayenne, speed up. And you have to run. You pay for that. And enjoy that run. Because that little bit of cardio bought to you by your vote. Your vote for that. Don't feel them fat cat financiers getting so accidentally. When you vote in Tobago, when Rowley tell you, we're going to pay for you, your wife, your child, your dog, your cat, we paying for how much money all you want, come on, just bring the vote. Because they're sending $2.4 billion to Tobago every single year, and you ain't getting none. You're getting a piece of money, hush your mouth, you'll lose that. So you're shutting up and you're taking your piece of money, asking, what you get? What you get? What you get? Add up everything, it's 50,000 a week. You think that add up to 2.4 billion? No. So where all do I see my hush your mouth, boy? You are supposed to ask them questions. You want to end up not to be able to walk in here again? Voting has consequences. If you vote for criminal reasons, you're going to get criminal representation. Trinidad and Tobago is broken by deliberate design and our conspiracy. We have to agree to vote for Satan to be Prime Minister. And in this country, Satan is Prime Minister now. Keith Rowley sleeping tonight. That little girl, she must be shaking still. She not going to sleep tonight. She going to cry. Snot running down she nose, all in she mouth. She was standing up there holding daddy hand with love. I see 3 pictures of that man since. And all 3 pictures is he with that little girl. So she there tonight, all she doing is sobbing. And she crying. And mommy explained to me now, daddy coming back. And Rowley snuggle. Faris farting through silk. Fitzgerald Hines. Who the cap fit? Hey, nice. PNM in your caca hole. This country's so freaking broken. But all you know what to do, you know. All you know what to do. Tomorrow they say they're pushing back in the savannah. I going for a walk around the savannah. You might bounce me up. I don't know who organizing that, but I want to go and listen. Your vote will decide Tobago's destiny. Your vote will decide what everybody in Tobago going to be. Your vote will decide that island's fate. Use it well before the same PNM that promising for 59 years lying, 30 years in Tobago abandon you, using the THA to finance friends and family. Find out about Milsherv. You got a piece in that? If you didn't get a piece in that, and them a vote, but you vote. If it's you that vote for PNM, vote them out. I don't know PDP. I barely know Watson Duke. But I'm telling you, they have nothing worse than Satan. You can't go wrong. These same bitches that lying to you, thief out the treasury. $3 trillion. You know $3 trillion can I buy? We had money to make Singapore cry. We had money to make Dubai blush. We had more money than per capita than Venezuela. We were the 3rd wealthiest country in the Western world. America, Canada, we. America, Canada, we. America, Canada, we. Where our money gone? We in debt. We broken, and we owing everybody. And them but want to feel around in your drawers for tax money. Big words to enslave your soul. Tobago, they're paving your roads, they're paving tonight. Next week is pothole. If PNM is the reason Tobago never had a deep water harbor, vote them out. If they come to stand up on the deep water harbor jetty port that NAR bill and promise you more, vote them out. Vote them out. If they're giving you subvention for your hotel and your guest house tonight, but their ferry policy and what they try to do with sandals destroy your business, vote them out. Save your finger and rescue the country. PNM and the contract mafia is organized crime. Don't let nobody fool you. PNM and the contract mafia is organized crime. So entrenched and endemic in this country. Imagine this morning, Stefan Rees and Dr. Rajiv Siriram, had to go and represent a young lady who is now paralyzed from the waist down because the restaurant she working for forced her to vaccinate to operate. Them bitches going and pay. All of them. The doctor, the government, the restaurant. It's a fallacy. Their bureaucracy, PNM, a catastrophe. PNM cannot cope. And just seeing so, then your only hope, show them the door. Just make you want to cuss. This is a government that would make Christ cuss. Before they use out, thief out, and digs out. Vote them out. Vote. Run them out. The whole vampire system. Let's put our country together again. Put them out in Kamuga and in Naramen. Let's put our country together again. Nothing working. Mr. Archbishop, you're too silent. Mr. Imam, you're too silent. Father, come on the altar and tell people they deserve better. Pundit, tell the people of the country, this is not how you run a democracy. All of the people in the country have to stand together, from constable, corporal, sergeant, everybody. People must come first. All citizens, not one of we was yellow, black or white. Food, shelter, clothes. Free movement, free speech, a garden that grows, and one law for everybody. What is a more unjust country than Trinidad and Tobago? Look around. If it is greed, it's all they seem to know. When you're voting, kick them out. Kick them out. If it is their politics, it's just a puppy show. When elections day come, Tobago, all bandit must go. All of them, stain your finger and show them no mercy. Terminate the reign. Let's put our country. Trinidad and Tobago leading the world in murder. Trinidad and Tobago leading the world in corruption. Trinidad and Tobago leading the world in death per million of COVIDs. What you need to see again, Raul had to come in your house personally and kick open the door so Faris could come and rummage through all your pockets and take out the money and give Colm some and give Stuart Young some. While Fitzgerald said, hey, hurry up now, police passing. That what happened? What had happened again? What you want to see again? What had happened again in this country? Go and look at that little girl. I am a member of an organization called the Candlelight Movement that will be serving the petitions on the Parliament this week. 128,500 petitions. If I have to walk alone, if I have to do it by myself, if I have to drag them 2 boxes of petition behind me alone, I'm going in there with 1 million people come with me. We go in and drop them petitions, and we'll give it a date, and we'll give it a time. So who want to come and see could come and see. Tomorrow I hear people pushing back in the savannah. Today white society and parents went outside to protest around the savannah. And I shouldn't be saying it's white society, but you're not accustomed seeing people of that hue protesting. I see a judge wife protesting. Class before mass. And I know she does real play mass. The country stink and dirty. It's broken by deliberate design. We have a criminal conspiracy ruining our democracy. Going forward from here, the only way forward from here is for all of us to stand up and stand together. Don't be quiet. Stand on the corner. Tell your neighbor. Call your mother. Tell your father. This not right. This could never be right. Wrong could never be right. When Christ went in the temple and turned over the table, it's because he ran out. What it taken for all you to realize, wherever you are, whoever you are, this can't be right. Rocking the roots of the vampire system. When they see me, they just be vexed. When I walk in them business place, so good night, Phillip. I'm watching your live right now as you talk about the state of the general hospitals. I worked at San Fernando General Hospital since the start of the pandemic. Recently, the CEO of Southwest Regional Health Authority, Dr. Brian Amor, refused to renew the contracts of staff who were hired to relieve the hospital during the pandemic. Now, casualty is severely short-staffed, and the present staff are overburdened with work. The hospital is in dire need of medical orderlies, drivers, and nurses right now. No one seems to care about us. Now, I asked this person, would you like to speak on the live? I call you right now and you're going to talk to Trinidad and Tobago. But rather not. Because as victimized as he is, he could be more victimized. And that's the problem. Trinidadians afraid bandit and they're afraid government. And it's a shit show because of that. But I want him to know that if he and all of the hospital staff come down to 14 to 17 Victoria Square tomorrow and join the Citizens Union of Trinidad and Tobago, this lion will lead them. And we will talk to Dr. Amor. And Dr. Amor will have to treat with them the same way KFC had to deal with the drivers. The same way a certain large insurance company is currently dealing with their workers. The way a big shot law firm in town had to back all the way down and pat all the way down. The Citizens Union of Trinidad and Tobago is set up to protect all of its members from private and public sector abuse. So if you want to hide and pelt a stone from behind a curtain and hope it hits something that make a difference, you're going and lost. And you're going and lost bad. But if you want to stand up for yourself and you and your co-workers want to stand up for each other, I will stand with you. Go down in the dump. Ask the workers in the dump, when Phillip Edward Alexander gave you his word. When Phillip Edward Alexander gave you his word, that nothing will come between you and that. Nothing. So all of a sudden, OSHA and EMA, who used to talk about the workers in the dump? Nobody, just me. Now OSHA and EMA and the management staff went and tore. Come now, man. Stand together. That is my work. To rock the roots of the vampire system. And I want to tell you this. All you need to do, and you could make me irrelevant, all of y'all stand up. Just stand up. Just stand up and you don't even need me. My job is to show you stand up. Bullies don't like when you stand up to them. They just run and hide. They don't want me to call their name. So when they hear that Phillip dealing with it, trust me, Dr. Amor hearing his name. Dr. Amor is hearing his name and he's going to deal with all your better tomorrow. Because if he don't deal with all your better tomorrow, come and join the Citizens Union. This is what it's for. We not a stunt artists like the rest of them political talking heads, you know. Kiddies and Mariano and Vassan looking for a Kobo sweat right now. Come on. Filling their head with brainwash education. Take back the streets. People are asking me, yes, I am taking a walk around the savannah tomorrow. No, I am not the person organizing the pushback. But I'm hearing that there is a pushback. And I was happy to find out that there was a protest around the savannah today for the children. And I went and joined them. And I did a live video. The audio, screw up. Anyway, we have to do some housekeeping. So we talk pushback. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, we have an extra special program. Many of you know this, and it starts at 8 o'clock. Many of you know my special guest, but besides him, we're also going to have senior, serious criminal justice attorney, Vernon De Lima. I nearly said Dr. Vernon De Lima. The man is so brilliant. What he forget, all the rest I learn yet. And he will be here to add to what my special guest tomorrow night on a program that we are calling Gloves Off. People are concerned that the internet might fall down because they say that 2 alpha dog on one show tomorrow night at these times here going and cause a small political earthquake. So tomorrow night, mark it, get inside early. It'll be broadcast on MCTV and all cable stations. It'll be on Rumble. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on Instagram. It'll be on Twitter. It'll be anywhere you want it to be. If you have big loudspeakers in your area and you want to put it in the porch or by the window and turn it up loud so the neighbors could hear, you want to do that tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is a game changer. Gloves off. Gloves off. And I really want to congratulate the parents around the savannah. I really also want to say I'm ashamed. I am ashamed to know that that matter is going to be appealed. So you all going and try and beat up on this little Noam girl more. Well done. So proud of that Balize. Nurses and doctors pushing back. Hear me. Join the Citizens Union of Trinidad and Tobago. You are entitled to so much. It is when I told the workers in the Port of Spain dump, the Labas, that you all are entitled to personal protection equipment, a better work environment. You all are entitled to sue Solid Waste Management Company Limited for not doing annual soil, water, and air quality tests around this dump. And the people of the Beetham should as well. Bring we don't have class action in Trinidad. We have a shit show. So multiples of actions, hundreds, thousands. Come to the Citizens Union. Come and join. We will represent all of you. We have our next lion running the legal department called Ian Griffith. He's one of the founders of the Progressive Empowerment Party with me. He's one of the people who assembled the crowd that made sure Arbor School got to open. That's how I met Ian. Our next lion. I like meeting lions and alpha dogs. I like knowing David naked. I like knowing that if me and David had to stand up together to save the country, two more like we and the country saved. Plenty alpha dogs coming together, plenty lions. Stand with us. I need to do something. I really need, and I don't know what. So I'm asking anybody who knows that prisons officer who was slain. If you know that child's mother or caregiver, the Citizens Union of Trinidad and Tobago would like to get her some psychological trauma counseling as an intervention now. And we deal with somebody who is the best at that. And we would like to get this girl to have a conversation outside of the madness, somebody who could try and get her to stabilize, because you see, this could damage her. She could traumatize to the point where she doesn't have a proper life, because it could create a situation in her head where she trusts nothing and nobody, and she ends up sabotaging her whole life. It's not easy as rub her head and tell her forget it. This girl has been scarred. She's seen the face of Satan. She see the face of evil that pull over and kill her father. She saw that. Life, the promise of life, the mystery and magic of life is forever ruined. No Santa Claus, no Easter Bunny, don't tell she about God, because she just saw evil. She saw evil up close. And we need to help her. That's why they say it takes a village. My number is 682-2110. I do not know if this child lives with her mother or a grandmother or an aunt or whoever. Whoever is responsible for this child, we would like to help. Please call the Citizens Union, or you could call me directly at 682-2110. Send me a WhatsApp. I don't want nobody to send me a number for the mother or the auntie or the granny. I want that person to call me, because I want to immediately start the conversation and make the appointments with the psychological counselors. So and those of you who would like to help, because grief counseling costs money, and those of you who would like to help with that, and you want to send me a message to 682-2110, because we don't know what the cost is yet, but they might want to put it down for 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 trauma sessions, because it's serious and it costs money. And if you want to commit, you don't have to spend no money now, but if you want to commit and say, Phil, when you know, let me know, because I want to help with that. Because they have different things that move different people. I'll tell you, let this move you. Let this move you, because let this child know that they have uncles and aunties in Trinidad and Tobago that can't replace daddy. Baby, we can never replace daddy. But we will try our best to show you that the world not evil. That they still have good and good people. Yeah? 682-2110. Denisha Prince and Kurt Williams, the ambulance drivers, for Senator David Naked to remember your names, I want to give you a shout out. Well done. But I know all of you are good and decent people. I know all of you are good and decent people. The reason the country is a shit show is not because of the low-level staff. It's not because of the people who grind in day in and day out trying to keep the wheels on the bus. It is the government, the contract mafia, and the greedy gougers that want to eat all. They go eat and then dead and fart in the coffin and make expensive worm food. But I can't teach all. So I'm trying to help as many as I could. The Citizens Union of Trinidad and Tobago. If you are not yet a member of the Citizens Union of Trinidad and Tobago, citizensuniontt.org, citizensuniontt.com. Join. Join. Don't wait for the wolf to reach your door and then join and say, Mr. Phillip, I'm waiting on my Citizens Union number, but I have a problem. I don't like that. Join now. Be part of the movement because you're seeing what's happening and you know that it's strength in numbers, that the strength of the wolf is the pack. The strength of the pack is the wolf, that we are the rising tide that lifts all boats. We are the only one that can make that claim. And if you want a better country, go to peptt.com/join and join right now. This is the last, today? Today's the last, today and tomorrow are the last days. Tomorrow night, midnight is the last day to join the Progressive Empowerment Party for free. From Wednesday, December 1st, it's $100 for basic membership and $200 for lifetime membership. Basic membership comes with a membership card. Lifetime membership comes with a lifetime membership card and a free PEP t-shirt. Yeah? Victoria Foods Grab and Go. If you're not yet on the list to get the menu from Precious, message her now 471-2888 and she will put you on that WhatsApp and you will know daily what are all the deals and specials that they have. It's now open from 7 to 7, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Victoria Foods Grab and Go. Citizens Union members get to take part in the red tag sale once a month. There is a red tag sale in Victoria Foods Grab and Go once a month for Citizens Union members, and everything marked down half price for that day only. Everything in the store must go to Citizens Union members half price. So we having a Black Friday sale we call a red tag sale each and every month. Join the Citizens Union, message Precious to join, WhatsApp, Victoria Foods Grab and Go WhatsApp. And if you want to organize delivery for your family or your staff or anybody, 218 Food, just send them the order and they will deal with you. Yeah, if you would like to volunteer in the Progressive Empowerment Party to help us build this political juggernaut that is going to have to stand up and give you a political home, red, white, black, green, and every shade in between. No matter who you're praying to and who you're lying down with, it is a party of unity. It is a party of all are we. It is a party of lions. We want a better Trinidad and Tobago. That's our mission. We will end the corruption and get the country to work. And once you get the country to work, first world status will be automatic. Developed nation status will be automatic. What we need is to end the feeding frenzy of the contract mafia. Join us. peptt.com/join. Finally, the business affiliates. Those are the businesses that offer deals, discounts, specials to the tens of thousands of Citizens Union members, and we recommend them that they support you. There is a catalog and a website, and you and members of the business affiliates can reach out to Felicia Hole at 769-4590 and advertise on this show. And it's only members of the business affiliates that can advertise on this show and on the show tomorrow night, the extra special show tomorrow night, that's going to have millions of viewers, because tomorrow night is a big show and we're keeping it a little secret, but it done blow up already. So if you would like to advertise on tomorrow night's show, please reach out to Felicia Holer, 769-4590. If you're not a business affiliate member, she's signing you up one time. And as a business affiliate member, you get a nice discount and a good deal. And a recommendation from Philip Edward Alexander will put boots on the ground and customers in your store. Yeah? Just make sure what you're selling is good, because we have to sample it. And we're not going to recommend anything that we don't believe. Wayne Ram, Trissa Hydro Farm, is here. He is the guy that sells us those fantastic bags of salad bags. The big ones, big like a garbage bag for $100, and the small ones that you get in Victoria Foods Grab and Go. 3 nice big head of lettuce, a big head of kale, some cucumbers, some tomatoes, $35. Come on! Nice salad to feed 20 people. Come and check us. And he is one of our first business affiliates. Yeah? Join with us. Strengthen numbers. All we need to do is stand together. You all have all the memes. You all have all the things that you all say. All we need to do is stand up. You all say it all the time. You all know it. You all know what we need to do. You know the mission. Don't be lazy. Don't be selfish. Because when the wolf reach by your door and you shout, help! You don't want the neighbors to close their window and the curtain. You want people to say, "What? We come in and we call in for backup."
Every day I sit and wonder how this sweet island gets so bitter. No salary, but cost of living gets higher. We inhumane behavior.
Ting done turn upside down.
Smiling faces
Becomes a frown. We all live in fear.
people no longer seems to care. My heart is filled with pain, and I see a man begging for mercy.
We shoot that man in front his daughter. Who do that? I wish you burn in hell for all eternity.
Sweet family, the way that it used to be, like long ago. What was mine was yours too. Peace and harmony.
Damien, this is a new thing that started in December, but message me and I will take care of you. Anybody that feel entitled, message me 682-2110. I'll deal with it. Yeah. And this is about bad mind and spite, you know. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Don't vex with Phillip because you want to vex with Phillip. Or at some point in the past, you and I was tracking the same girl and I win. Let that pass. Let forget we was children. We grow up now. What we want now is a better chance to bake on. That is my job. Listen, you don't have to like me to know that I have been working at this long enough to deserve you to give us a try. We've been talking the things that you knew all the time, you literally said. Live horror movie in Trinbago now showing. That is what I watched today. That was a live horror movie. Father in heaven, I pray for that little girl tonight. Mr. Archbishop, bruise your knees for that little girl. Help me. Call me on the phone, Jason Gordon, 682-2110. Say, Phillip, I want to help you rescue the country. Pleading with you, Lord. Bring back we nation. Like his blood and crime take over. The rich and all feeling the pressure. How long we playing that song? Now Goodwood Park calling for help. Valsane calling for help. The see we help Goodwood Park. A man make a joke. So you don't know Valsane need help too? Gulfview. Everybody can reach out. We are the political movement of all the people. No class separation, no segregation. We want a better country. And if that's what you want, on a great, great judgment day, sweetie and day, land of the milk and honey, sweet family. We need your help, eh? We need financial help. We legal fees, all these things that we do, all these things we pay for. Buy these shirts. These shirts on sale in limited numbers, but they're right now in Victoria Foods Grab and Go, 14 to 17 Park Street, Victoria Square. That is right on the corner of Phillip Street and Victoria Park, and right where Arapita Avenue end. They have a limited number in stock. Come and get yours. Right? It's look pretty. But we need your financial help. Give us a donation. Call Felicia right now. Call her right now. Dial 769-4590 and say, I want to make a donation. I want to help in this fight. I place a situation in your hands and you can destroy. Forgive us, Father, we have sinned. Turn back the sword. Lord, I'm pleading. Change the hearts of the wicked ones. Guide and protect your daughters and sons. Through these perilous times, we know with you on board, blessings will flow. And to all of the supporters of the Candlelight Movement who are wondering what we're doing, we had a meeting today and we are serving that petition this week. If you want to know more, if you are not yet on my WhatsApp broadcast and you would like to know what we're doing, because some things we can't post on Facebook because of Facebook and the bullshit community standards. So if you want to know everything that we're doing, send me a WhatsApp to 682. The next song I play, I'm going after that song. It is to all the people who feel in pain. It's for all the people who feel in pain tonight. It's for all the people who lost. But most importantly, it is the song that has come to symbolize our angel, Andrea Barrett. And I want you to know, and all of you to know, that the fight and the struggle for Andrea, those petitions for everything that we want in her name to protect all the other women of the country, the President of the Republic asked, what can we do? Madam President, the petition that is about to be served on the government, we ask you to add your voice. If you want to sign the petition, the ability to sign the petition is closed. We have 128,500 signatures, but I will bring a sheet to you personally for you to make it 128,501. If you want to symbolically stand with Andrea Barrett and stand for all the women who have lost their lives to violence in this country, give me a call. Madam President, have your staff call 682-2110 and I will come personally. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago.
Didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah, hallelujah.
Stay safe. Stay